What's up guys? For this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the landscape in the East Asian arm wrestling scene, specifically with regards to the super heavyweight #1 overall in all of East Asia. Now, this position is something that has been very highly contended over the past 1 to 2 years, with a lot of the #1 guys from the top countries, namely China, Korea, and Japan, going up against one another. And this is a very exciting time because not very often in the past have the #1 guys in the respective countries been going against each other as often as it has been within the past year or so. So most likely some of you who are watching this video would have heard of Toshiyuki Shishido and Ji Hyun-min from Japan and Korea respectively. They are the #1 ranked guys officially in both of the countries, and you've probably seen them over at Knuckles Up, I believe 3, where Toshiyuki beat Ji Hyun-min. Well, most of you might not know that back in December there was a Japan versus South Korea super match series where Ji Hyun-min took back the win from Toshiyuki Shishido, albeit it was through fouls. It was a very close match, but at the end of the day, a win is a win, and Ji Hyun-min beat Toshiyuki Shishido on that day. And then later on, there was also, more recently, a China versus South Korea super match series where Ji Hyun-min then beat their #1 ranking guy. And if you guys have been following my channel, the previous time there was also a Korea versus China super match, and then he beat another potential #1 contender. So Ji Hyun-min has basically beaten all the guys who could possibly be #1 in China. And now, after beating Toshiyuki Shishido, probably he has a very legitimate claim to #1 in all of East Asia. I don't think any of the other countries in East Asia have any arm wrestlers that can contend with any of the 3 athletes that I have mentioned earlier on, which probably leaves us to conclude that right now, the strongest guy in all of East Asia should be Ji Hyun-min of South Korea, right? Well, in my opinion, this is not based on facts. I don't think so. I think the #1 guy in all of East Asia is still out there, is still yet to be recognized officially in competition at least. But that guy is none other than Yoshinobu Kanai. Unofficially, he is recognized as the #1 guy in all of Japan, and based on some rumors that I've heard, when he's practice pulled with Toshiyuki Shishido, he doesn't feel anything at all. Those are just rumors, but they have been confirmed by many different individuals that I've talked to over in Japan, so it probably is true that Yoshi is indeed the #1 in Japan. And knowing how close Toshiyuki and Ji Hyun-min are in strength, it's not a big stretch to say that Yoshi would probably beat Ji Hyun-min as well. But this is all based on conjecture. There isn't an official match that I know of between Yoshi and any of the other guys in East Asia. So until that happens, he is not really the #1 ranked guy, officially at least. But at least in my books, I recognize strength where strength is. I'm not someone who likes to overly exaggerate other people, especially guys who are personal friends of mine. But in this situation, I just wanted to put it out there that there is this other person who may or may not be the #1 guy in all of East Asia. And people, if you're ever wondering who's the #1 guy in East Asia, you know, on paper, by right, it should be Ji Hyun-min. He has done the work. He has put in all the effort to travel everywhere to compete, put himself out there, and he rightfully deserves the title of #1 in all of East Asia. But knowing that Yoshinobu Kanai is still out there, I think as an arm wrestler, if I were in his position, I would not feel comfortable claiming that I am the strongest in East Asia. But that is just me. That's just my opinion. Let me know if you're from an East Asian country, who is the top guy you feel in your weight category. And also let me know if there are any dream matches you want to see between Asian or East Asian countries. I know there are a lot of guys, unknown guys out there. India, Thailand, Vietnam, a lot of monsters hiding in the dark. Who do you want to see go against another top guy in another country? Let me know in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon.